Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of my top beauty favorites of 2019. So these are all of the products that I have just absolutely adored. Some of them are older favorites that I have continued to use, day in, day out through the last year. And some of these are new products that I have discovered in 2019. So I separate all of my favorites into their separate categories so that you can pick and choose which video suits you or refer back to them later on if you're trying to find a specific product that might work for you. So in today's video, we are doing the best setting powders of 2019, and I kind of tossed and turned whether or not to actually film this one, because obviously you guys know for me, I have my own setting powder, our Nikkia Cosmetics Velvet Finishing Powder, and I pretty much, primarily that is all I use. I really don't use any other setting powders anymore because it is just it's everything that I loved about all of my favorite setting powders all condensed into one product. But then I thought, well, no, there are probably people out there watching these videos that for whatever reason don't want to try mine or don't want to purchase from our brand. So I'm kind of catering this video for those of you who are interested in other setting powders that you can kind of get from other well-known brands. I obviously will include mine because hello, without blowing my own horn, it's amazing. And I've also included a powder foundation in this video, which has just been, I never in my life thought I would love a powder foundation as much as I do this one. So yeah, if you're interested in learning about my best and most loved and most recommended setting powders of 2019, then please keep on watching. All right, so we're gonna start things off in today's video with the powder foundation. Now this is a product that was released by Too Faced. I'm pretty sure it was this year. If it wasn't, it was certainly last year. It wasn't long ago. Oh, by the way, I'm filming this in 2019. If you're not watching this in 2019, I'm pretty sure it was released in 2019. So this is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Complexion Powder. Essentially, guys, it's a powder foundation. Very fancy name for what it is. Basically, this is a powder foundation, and I am absolutely blown away at how beautiful this is on the skin and how well it performs in long wear situations. So I have got the color Sand. Now, one thing that I do want to mention that kind of might throw people off, it certainly threw me off. On the skin, they do oxidize, and not so much oxidize, but once you blend them into the skin and work them into the skin, they're a lot deeper than they appear in the pan, because this is the shade Sand, and originally I was like, oh, that's not going to work for me, it's going to be way too light, but on the skin it's actually quite deep, so do bear that in mind. And I would recommend going into Sephora or Mecca and actually testing this on your skin and making sure that you do pick up the right shade. Now the actual formula of this is absolutely amazing, and it does come with a little compartment underneath with a little double-sided sponge. I absolutely cannot recommend the formula of this anymore. This is an amazing, amazing, amazing powder foundation. Really, really nice coverage, but it's not heavy on the skin. It doesn't feel thick. It doesn't make you look really dry and crusty. It gives the skin the most beautiful, soft, natural glow. Typically for me, when I think of a powder foundation, I think of a really chalky, dry looking face that looks really, really unnatural. It's honestly not the case with this at all. It makes your skin absolutely glow, and you glow like that. And even though I've got oily skin, and I do usually actually apply my translucent setting powder over the top of this just for extra sort of staying powder, but I do find that even though your skin looks so beautiful and healthy and glowy, it still lasts a really, really long time throughout the day. So for me, I will grab this, and I have built it up to full coverage before and really, really put it on, and you could totally wear it for a full-on glam makeup look. But for me, I've been grabbing this on days when I'm oh, I look a little bit pasty, I look a little bit unwell, just to give my skin a very soft layer of coverage. And on days when I don't want to feel like I'm actually wearing any makeup, it's so lightweight on the skin, you honestly cannot feel it there. It's beautiful and breathable. It lasts well, and it does build up to full coverage. It's just an amazing, amazing powder foundation. So we'll move into the actual setting powders now. Obviously, you guys, this has just been such an amazing journey, and I do want to quickly mention to you guys, oh, by the way, if you're new to my channel, hi, please subscribe, I would love that. But if you are new to my channel, this is my own setting powder created by my brand, Nikkia Cosmetics. It's called our Velvet Finishing Powder. This is something that I was working on for the longest time, reformulating and developing it, researching ingredients, finding ingredient suppliers, it's been a whole thing. So this is a translucent setting powder. It is triple milled, so it is super, super lightweight, and it actually contains pigments in it that reflect light from multiple angles. So it completely blurs out the skin. It leaves a very, very soft, velvety touch on the skin. And the best thing about it is it locks your makeup in for 16 plus hours, and it controls shine and oil. I worked on this product for a very, very long time, like I said, you guys, and it was tricky for me because obviously I have an oily skin type. I am really, really looking for products that will last all day, that will not cake, that will just make my skin look perfect, blur out my enlarged pores and my texture, but I still wanted to create a product that any skin type could use. Now that's very, very difficult when it comes to a setting powder, because normally like a full-on mattifying setting powder like the Laura Mercier powder, normally people with dry skin and mature skin just absolutely cannot go near this. Like it looks like a mess on their face. I really wanted to develop a product that would control shine like no other, like you wouldn't believe, but that also would be really lightweight and hydrating on dry skin types and more mature skin types. And that is kind of how we came up with this. So like I said, it blurs out fine lines, it blurs out texture, it blurs out imperfections. It will lock your makeup in place. Your makeup will not go anywhere during the day. Leaves a really soft velvety finish on the skin. Obviously that's why it's called the velvet finishing powder. Triple milled, like I said, so it's actually an extra step in manufacturing that most powders don't go through to get it really as finely milled as possible. So super, super lightweight on the skin. It is lightly scented with natural vanillin, which is vanilla bean extract, so there are no artificial fragrances in it. And the best thing about it is it's infused with 6 really, really amazing skincare ingredients, so it actually hydrates and conditions the skin during the day while you wear it. Now that's obviously amazing for dry skin types, amazing for more mature skin types, but obviously you guys know with oily skin, if your skin is dry, if your skin is dehydrated, you will produce more oil and produce more shine. So this actually helps to reduce the amount of oil that your skin makes, that comes out on your skin during the day. So it will control anything that will come through, but it'll also stop the amount of oil that your skin will produce. Like it's honestly like, oh, I love it so much. So this one has got aloe vera in it, vitamin E, vitamin A, coconut amino, sweet almond oil, and also green tea extract. So lots of really amazing ingredients that, like I said, hydrate and condition the skin. All the information is available on our website. I won't kind of go into it too much. I mean, I did do a launch video as well if you're interested, if you haven't seen that. But yeah, all of that really works on the skin to help hydrate and balance it. It's amazing on mature skin. It will really blur everything out. It'll feel super lightweight. If you're a dry skin type, it will not dry your skin out. It will not feel chalky or heavy. I know actually that a lot of our customers are like predominantly their entire lives have never been able to use a setting powder because their skin's so dry and everything like cracks up and cakes and looks, you know, just like not flattering, who are now like, oh my gosh, Nikkia, I'm able to use a setting powder and get my makeup to last all day, but without feeling like I need to jump in a pool of oil. So yeah, it is available on our website. It does ship worldwide. I do get asked questions about why it has a slight tint to it. It is a translucent setting powder. It will not alter, you know, the way that your foundation looks in terms of color or shade. A lot of people ask, well, if it's translucent, why does it have a tint to it? If we were to use a straight up white powder, basically it's visible on the skin. Like to be truly, truly translucent on all skin types, and like any skin tone can use this. So super, super pale all the way up to really, really deep. You will not get a white cast or a white flashback with this, but yeah, to be truly translucent, it needs a very, very slight tint in it to actually be perfectly seamless and like not at all detectable when on the skin. So yeah, absolutely the only setting powder, pretty sure, other than testing things in first impression videos, this is the only setting powder that I have used in 2019. This is easily my favorite product out of all of the products of 2019. Like I love this so much. All right, moving on, I have a drugstore option for you guys. Now you will know already how much I love this little guy. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. This is a mineral based powder, so it helps to control shine and it helps to, you know, blur the skin during the day. But these are actually tinted setting powders, so you can either wear them over top of your foundation or you can wear them without foundation to add a slight tint to the skin. I love the way these wear. I love the way they feel. They're really, really nice and soft and lightweight on the skin. I don't feel like, you know, like my skin's super, super dried out when I wear it. It does an amazing job of locking my makeup in place all day long. I don't find that it emphasizes texture. Like I feel like on my skin, like, you know how sometimes you use a finishing powder or a setting powder and you're like, oh, my skin looked really, really smooth before. I put a powder on and now like something nasty's happened. I don't get that at all with this one. I really, really do recommend it. If you are someone that really likes tinted setting powders, or kind of like it's kind of like I guess between a translucent and a powder foundation, I guess you could say. Light tint to it. I really do wish they would extend the shade range. I don't feel like there are, you know, certainly anywhere near enough shades that are available in this one. But if you are after a really affordable option, something that's available for you to just go down and grab, I really do, like, truly this is the best drugstore finishing powder that you'll find. Like Maybelline have just done such a phenomenal job on this. It's incredible. And then lastly, to finish off, I have 2 more translucent powders to give you guys some more options of products that I definitely recommend that definitely do a really, really amazing job. Firstly, the Too Faced Sweet Peach. I still love this finishing powder. This is a mattifying setting powder. So for those of you who have oily skin like me, you will absolutely adore this. For drier and more mature skin types, you will unfortunately probably not be able to use this because it is quite drying, you know, as it works on the skin. But it's really, really finely milled. It's got the most amazing peach scent. Like, I truly absolutely love the way this smells. I know a lot of people hate like artificial peach smells, but like, I love it. So it's a really nice, long-lasting, translucent powder. It will certainly help to control shine and oil production during the day. Really beautiful on the skin, lightweight, like breathable, doesn't feel heavy, doesn't feel like your face is gonna crack when you put it on. Too Faced have done a really, really nice job, and this was by far my most loved, most favorite, most used setting powder before I developed my own. Like, it was a fantastic product. I just don't use it anymore because I found something better. So I really do recommend it though. For those of you who are interested in Too Faced or interested in trying something that's super mattifying, I really do recommend it. And then lastly, to finish, how could I not include this little guy? This is a Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is again another product that before I brought out my own, this was my favorite. So this is a translucent loose setting powder. I do find with this one though that it does alter slightly the color of my concealer and my foundation. Definitely makes it maybe, I mean, not like a full shade deeper, but it definitely, like, you could always see, you know, if I'd only set down one side of my face that it did look darker on the skin. But it is a really finely milled, lightweight, loose setting powder. Definitely will help control shine during the day. Definitely will keep your makeup in place and stop it from like caking and separating and just disappearing off who knows where. This is one that I recommend again for oilier skin types or probably normal combo skin types. If you've got really, really dry skin or really mature skin, I wouldn't recommend this one because I do think that it will be too drying. But it's super smoothing. It looks really smooth when applied in the under eye areas. It sets everything down really, really well. I do really, really like this. The only thing that I do find with this one is probably for the first, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 hours before my oils really do start kind of coming through, it does look quite dry on the skin. But then after that point, it keeps everything, you know, locked down, locked in place. And that was always what I was looking for. I just wanted products that would last, and I just wanted products that kept my makeup on my face all day long. I wasn't so much like, because sort of it was all I had access to, it was all that was available. I kind of didn't mind that for the first 3 hours that I looked like a little bit powdery, a little bit dry, because I was like, it's okay because, you know, it'll keep things on my face all day. But yeah, definitely recommend it. It's a really, really popular setting powder for a reason. It definitely works. It's beautiful, super lightweight, like I said. Yeah, do recommend. So there you go, guys. Those are all of my favorite setting powders from 2019. Like I said, I was like, oh, do I do this video? Do I not? Because for me to be like 100% truthful, like I really have not used any other setting powder than my own, but I do want options for you guys, especially a drugstore option and like other options if you're not interested in purchasing from Nikkia Joy Cosmetics, which is totally fine. Like, nothing wrong with that. So I hope today's video was helpful. As always, if you have any questions at all, doesn't matter what it is, pop it in the comment section down below. Let me know, have you tried these powders? What do you think of them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I want to know everything. I want to know your favorites, your least favorites. I want to know what you're doing for Christmas. I want to know if you're going on holidays, if you're having any leave. I want to know what you're eating. I want to know if you've tried caramel. Oh, caramel, favorite of 2019. Whew! I need to stop eating it. I'm going to end up twice the size. 2020 will be Nikkia's year of being twice the size from eating 40,000 blocks of caramel. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will catch you all in my next one.